to do a stream on it. We used to do riot streams all the time. Gave it a lot of consideration, to be honest with you. But first, let me just ask you, how's your weekend treating you? How are you all doing this fine Sunday evening at midnight? Well, 11 o'clock. I guess it depends where you are, but late at night. Late at night. Unless you're in California, then you're going to be able to see just fine. It'd be like daylight with all the fires going on. All the cop cars lit ablaze, all the storefronts vandalized, all the gas stations exploding, maybe? I don't know. Have we reached that point yet? Potentially. Oh, somebody's saying turn your mic up, Jim. Let me work at it a little bit. Let me see if that's working a little bit. We can adjust. We can adjust. Give me a second. Stop bullying me. I think it's fine. I think it's good. I think it's doing just fine. I know you're fucking with me. Okay, but I can think fast. I'm quick on my feet. You can't trick me, chat. It's just not going to happen. I'm on guard. I'm watching out for communists. I don't know if they're gonna take their little taco trucks and drive down here and maybe teach me a lesson, because I know Minnesota, kind of went through something similar once. Looks like it's brilliant. Looks like it's good. I think my audio's fine. I think you just can't hear it properly because that crowd of illegals burning shit in the streets is perhaps causing you some issues. It's good now. Everybody, chat, is it good now? Do I have to do a poll? I'm not in a hurry here, so we can take our time. We can ease into it. Is my audio good? Also, are you a communist agent? Yes, no. I'll let you answer that one. There we go. Let me put that poll up. We'll see how it's going. We'll see how it does. I know I'm not muted because I have a secondary device I can hear on. My audio is good, 58%, 50% of you. Though I am a little concerned that many people are communist agents. I think we might be having a fucking issue going on. Not sure. What if both? Well, apparently you are both. I got you. That's right, Lando. I saw it, and now you're fucked. Maybe you don't know this. Let me let you in on a little bit of lore for those who aren't aware. But Pete Hegseth, Pete, um, grew up down the street from me, so I've got an inside line into the government. Literally, about a half a block from my house. We're about the same age too, so I'm gonna call him up. We're gonna start some shit. It's gonna get rowdy in here. Let me check sound settings. I know you're all fucking with me. It's fuck with a boomer day. Fuck with a boomer day. That's what we always do out here, isn't it? There we go. I think it's good. I think we're doing good. If you can't hear me now, I don't know what to tell you. Other than the communists have gotten to your setup and there's no helping you. God protect you. You're in trouble. That's right. That's right, chat, TJ. I'm calling in the Pete connection. I've got a hotline to the White House. I just pick up that phone and say, hey, I want you to fly a sortie over Ian Miles Chong. I know he's in Singapore. Fuck it. Let's do it. Nobody likes him. Nobody likes him. Divert the planes that we sent to Mexico on Destiny's behalf and fly them out to Ian, because I don't know if you're going to pronounce his name properly. He doesn't deserve it. He's not an American. You don't need to pronounce his name properly. You can just say Ick. Ick. You know who you're talking about. Ick, the little icky dwarf. The little Singaporean icky dwarf. That's his nickname in the White House. That's what, Malaysian. Oh my God, if he's Malaysian, then we've got a problem, because I sent the jets in a completely different direction. Somebody's terribly fucked right now, and it's not Ian. Still looking for a little revenge for flashbanging that pupper. I remember. You may not be aware of this, but I was on stream with him and grilled him about his shenanigans when it came to murdering people's pets, and he fully admitted it. He fully admitted that, yes, he did, in fact, flashbang a pupper. And then he swatted Andy Worski. He's a menace. He's a little midget menace. A little foreign midget menace. I like the alliteration. Anyway, chat, how's that weekend treating you? How's your Sunday going? I haven't really done an impromptu riot stream in forever. I used to do them back in the day. Justice for Jamar, Twerk for Justice. There are quite a few of them. Everything from Trayvon Martin all the way up until George Floyd, and everything in between, really. And Minnesota's been a shitty little epicenter for riots left and right. But here we go. Now it's kicking off in California, a little bit in New York, but mostly in California is what I've been watching. It's going to be dirty, unprepared, unprofessional late night stream without really any effort put into it. I had prepared streams about different subjects. I want to talk about Kirsch and other things going on in the VTubing sphere and different little ancillary lolcows you might not have heard of from TikTok. Had a whole bunch of shit prepared. Then I got some kidney stones, and I'm like, fuck that. Been pissing blood for a week. Got this thing inside of me. It feels like I'm giving fucking birth. So I decided, I'm going to hold off on it. But then I've been watching this for the last 2 days, and I was like, I have to talk about it. I'm going crazy if I don't talk about it. It's fucking everywhere, and it's driving me a little bit crazy. A Patrick stream? Really? Stalker child? Okay, you sit in the corner and you rub your pepperoni nipples and you think about it. Maybe we're not going to do a Patrick stream. Maybe that's not going to happen. All right? I'm sorry, but because you asked me that question, I'm going to have to cancel your Airbnb. You're not going to get to see my kick-ass motorcycle and leather jacket anymore, pepperoni nipples. What do you think about that? There are consequences. You don't get to come to the bar and watch me drink Zimas. All because you asked for a Patrick stream. Now you're going to suffer. You know, I think that amount of shit-talking is probably enough for him to hunt me down now. Write a really shitty sci-fi novel with a villain named Metokur in there. Mr. Metokur, Scourge of the Stars. Actually, I don't know what kind of book Patrick writes, aside from animal sexual fiction. I've heard. I've not read any of his books, I'll be honest with you. But from what I understand, he's the first person to ever conceptualize a starship that's powered by fucking goats. Apparently that's the power source in the engine room. A bunch of very horny people just slam fucking goats to get up to warp speed. Probably why it didn't sell so well. He's got a little bit of a issue, really, when it comes to goat fucking. Allegedly, from what I hear. Again, I haven't read his books. Patrick. We'll get to Patrick. We'll cover him. It's coming. It's coming, Patrick. Yeah, some people in chat, what? I understand. I know you don't know. I know. But Patrick he's a character. He's one of those little itty-bitty ancillary locals, really. Oh, shit, I've got a little bit of feedback bumping into me here every time I twist my head, so I'm just going to keep doing it, because fuck you. You've got to listen to the audio. I don't. It's not my fault. Oh, my God. Yeah, we're going to do this sloppy. We're going to just be doing this on Twitter. We're going to be looking at Twitter clips. Maybe looking at some live coverage if really crazy shit pops up. If you want to send me something, if something has gone absolutely tits up insane currently happening, remember it's at Moshi Moshi Moan, MOSHIMOSHIMOAN. You've got the best clip. Please don't send me black cocks. I can't really show those on a YouTube stream. Maybe if I was on, Twitch, that would be allowed. Hassan's kind of a big fan, iDubbbz kind of craves it. But over here on YouTube, we've got that heteronormative standard for streaming. So unless they're rocking tits, it's not happening. I'm sorry, but you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer with me. So to catch us up to speed, what's going on in California? Well, we've got ICE, immigration. Ooh, La Migra. Going out to clean up some of the illegal criminals that are out there. Now, if you've watched a lot of the ICE stuff, if you've watched any of the real communication from any of these departments in the U.S. government lately, when they're talking about their cleanup efforts, when they're talking about grabbing these illegals and pulling them in, they're always putting up criminal records. And by God, I've noticed a fucking trend, a trend that seems to be consistently happening for the last 2 months, that every time they bring in these people, it's always some degenerate piece of shit. It can't just be some guy that carjacked something or a drunk driver, even though those are crimes. You don't want illegals over here doing those things. Instead, what do we get? What are we dealing with? Some child molester, some child rapist, somebody that's a serial killer, somebody that's done just appalling, horrific things. And it makes me wonder, how did they get in the country in the first place? Why was security so lax on that southern border? Why did Joe Biden and our immigration czar, our border czar, Kamala Harris. Remember, she was in charge of that. Why did they let so many people through? And why were those people not the astronauts and brain surgeons I was promised they were going to be, but instead criminals? Horrific criminals doing terrible shit to children. But of course, they got through. So ICE decides they're going to go do a little bit of cleanup, swing by Home Depot, grab some people early in the morning, like something out of a shitty 90s movie that you'd see on television where they've got 35 day workers just hanging out because, of course, it's California. Why wouldn't they? And they're all getting snatched, and the city descends into fucking madness. And now we've had 2 days of local Democratic politicians, as well as those on the federal level, doing everything they can to excuse the behavior you're watching take place, while federal government agents try to, I don't know, arrest degenerate, horrible fucking people committing awful, atrocious crimes. Now, I don't know. I had said this about 4 months back. I said that you're going to watch America go through a period, probably about a year long, of deprogramming, like somebody that's left a cult. That the majority of people that were kind of not tuned in to what was really going on politically or in any of the government agencies was going to see things start to change, and it was going to make them ask very basic questions. Why am I paying money to support somebody who's here illegally and doesn't pay taxes? Why are they able to get loans for housing without any credit check or history of work, but I have to? Why are you giving them TIN numbers to bypass things and to get credit cards and different services without any checks on them? They started to ask themselves questions like, could we actually pay for Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid? Could we cover all the veterans' benefits? Could we do all these social welfare programs and all these public work programs if we weren't wasting so much money on people that were here illegally? Why are we letting illegal immigrants vote in our elections? Why are we letting illegal immigrants, and this is true by the way, get jobs in law enforcement in certain jurisdictions? How much of a chapped ass would you have if you got pulled over for some speeding violation and the guy that pulled you over doesn't speak fucking English and on top of it is here illegally? He has a job in fucking law enforcement and they are here illegally, and somehow that's okay. You're going to get a ticket from that person and that's okay. Kind of fucking insane, isn't it? A little bit crazy. Started making people, ponder this a little bit. And once that you said money was cut off, once all those NGOs and nonprofits that were really just set up for the cousin of a sister of a brother of a politician to siphon off money, once all these things started falling apart, people started asking more and more questions. Why is the mainstream media so against people cleaning this shit up? Why are these politicians fighting so hard for these criminals? Kind of makes you wonder. The idea of a anarcho tyranny where the government is hostile to the law abiding citizen, where they're more interested in protecting the rights of a criminal than they are you, and where they punish you for protecting yourself because there are no services that protect you anymore. That seems to be the system that they're really keen on setting up. That seems to be the thing that they really want to have in place. I don't think there's been a single Democratic politician, locally or federally, or regionally anywhere, that's come out and said, you know what, I'm on the side of the tax-paying, law-abiding citizen. It's always the fucking criminal. They want to sit down and have a martini with them. They want to go and get them out of holding. They want to prevent ICE from arresting them. They want the courts not to prosecute them. They want the news station to whitewash their history of criminality and present them as a good father instead of a human trafficking wife beater. Kind of crazy. And so that's what I've been watching for like 2 or 3 days since this California shit kicked off, is just unrepentant defending of criminals by the left and those on the right, and the neutrals, the independents, the libertarians, everybody else really wondering what the fuck is going on. Why is this even an issue? Oh my God, ICE is coming to arrest people. We can't let them do that. And if you've really watched what's going on, you'll see, especially if you look at people like Andy Nagao and others on Twitter who've kind of covered this in the past, all those Antifa networks that were active and, openly trying to subvert government agencies from quelling riots and arresting criminals, they're once again active. Now, of course, most of them have transitioned. Leftist transitioning, what a shock, have transitioned over to using Blue Sky rather than Twitter, but they're still active. They're still out there. They're still doing it. And no repercussions. This is how Minneapolis got burned to the ground. This is why they lost their precinct. This is why all the businesses were driven out. This is why homes got looted and businesses got looted and people got beaten. Because you had a bunch of dysgenic, dysfunctional fucking Antifa and commies organizing and fomenting this shit. You had politicians running cover for this shit. You had media refusing to openly discuss what's actually happening when this shit's going down. And it just escalated and escalated. And let me give you a little update. They said, oh, insurance will cover the damage. Oh, the city will rebuild. The businesses will come back. Nope. I think they're, what is it? As far as like commercial properties, when you're looking in the Twin Cities, commercial properties and the amount of them that are occupied, it's like a fucking 50 or 60% occupancy rate. On top of that, numerous businesses have left the area and they've not come back. There are food deserts. Corporations that had headquarters there have left. Insurance couldn't cover the damage. I think 13 or 14 small business owners that were in the heart of this are now suing the fucking city. So things didn't get better. They remained shitty. Crime remained high. now you look at Los Angeles, which wasn't a great place to begin with, and they're already doing it. What do you think, chat? What do you think the odds are that we're going to get another Chaz? Do you remember that? The autonomous zones? Do you remember the autonomous zones where a bunch of dumb fucking commies got together and let in all the street thugs and gangbangers and their utopic view of how the world was going to work? And then they shot a bunch of kids? Oh, the government's bad. The police are bad. They murdered children in their autonomous zone. A fucking warlord, of street gangs and illegal immigrants showed up with automatic weaponry and murdered children in the communist Chaz region. So, what are the odds? What are the odds, chat, that we get that one again? What are the odds that that happens a fucking second time? That we get a Los Angeles autonomous zone? Would that be lazy? Like those goddamn Mexicans? Would it be lazy? Huh? We got the autonomous zone in LA out there. They're just eating tacos all day. Are they going to grow their own fucking fruits and vegetables like Chaz did? That was a winner. Boy, they didn't starve immediately from that one. Somebody saying it was Chaz Chop. They changed the name by commission a few times. Worked out really great for them. I'm sure changing the name was what they needed to make it work so well. Oh, hold on. I forgot about our poll. Our poll's done. Turns out 53% of you are communist agents. Shameful. Shameful, chat. How could you do it? But let's get comfy. We're going to go over the clips of this going on. They're fucking everywhere. They're just it's nothing. It's nothing. You know what? I love this picture. Actually, I'm going to put this up on the background. Give me 1 second. This picture is just perfect. this so fucking sums it up. Hold on. Oh my god. Let me get this one as a background. Let me call it La Raza. Ay ay ay. Oh. Hold on. Where are we? Oh no, the migra's after us. Ese blood in, blood out. Okay, here we go. God, it's just every stereotype rolled up into one. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, no, let me make sure. Hold on. Sorry. Let me make sure my whoring out is still there. I want you to see those advertisements. Don't forget to go pick up a great T-shirt or hat over at Metokur.myshopify.com. Hot deals for a hot riot. There we go. Oh, listen, they're brain surgeons. They're astronauts. Come on. They just want to be, I've been watching Newsom and other politicians say, oh my God, they're they're little baby angels. They're saints. Yeah, look at our say. This is a living stereotype that you're looking at. You know how they say stereotypes are bad? Well, I mean, what are you looking at? Look at this shit. Standing in front of Dale's fucking Donuts. Waving a Mexican flag as cars burn, throwing up gang signs. Fucking, oh my God, it's perfect. Can somebody explain to me the logic and reasoning of why you immigrate, legally or illegally, to a nation for, a better chance at prosperity, a better life, more security for your children, more opportunities for them to escape maybe tyranny or persecution? And then once you get there, all you do is wave their flag. You're telling me Mexico was so terrible that you had to cross rivers and go through jungles and shit because you couldn't make a living there. It's so dangerous. Oh my God, the cartels. And the second you get here, rather than being like, yeah, that place was a shithole, you go out in the streets and burn cars and wave their fucking flag? How does that make sense? Make that make sense to me. I guess it just doesn't. I can't really figure it out. Somebody in chat, too fat to be Palestinian. Harsh but true. Harsh but true. They aren't sending their best? Yeah, but they're sending everybody. That's the fucking problem. How much money, how many resources have we wasted on this shit? What was it, 7 or 8 years ago? God, I remember I had a conversation. I went on to Destiny's stream. No, my God, it would have been 8 or 9 years ago. This was right at the start of Trump's first presidency. Yeah, God, that was a long time ago. And we talked about 3 key things. By the way, if you go back and watch that stream, I was right about every single fucking one of them. Literally every example I gave has come to pass and happened exactly how I said it would. We talked about globalization, and my argument was that global trade makes America weaker by not having an industrial base. We put ourselves in danger. That just-in-time delivery could have negative consequences for us. That relying too much on China was a bad idea. And then, of course, COVID happens and manufacturing shits the bed. And what do you know? Would have been better if we'd had a little more self-reliance. I brought up DEI and how hiring practices based on quotas was dangerous to the public. And I specifically gave the example of hiring female minority pilots and air traffic controllers and the danger that would pose to the public. And if you go back and listen to that stream, when I brought those examples up, he's like, no, that's not possible, Jim. You're such an idiot. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm so sure, Jim. A black female pilot's going to be dangerous. How many fucking planes have we had flying into the fucking runway upside down now? Maybe go talk to Boeing. Maybe Jimmy was on to something there, Destiny. But of course, the biggest example we talked about was immigration and illegals coming to the United States, and he gave me some fucking bizarre book. My God, what did he say? It was something to the effect of, it's like a neighborhood. You should leave your door open. Don't lock down the border. Why would you do that? Everything's going to be fine. But I will take credit for the fact that I got him to admit we should be flying sorties over Mexico. Destiny was all for bombing the shit out of Mexican cities. He wanted to send the Air Force to carpet bomb them. Ah. Jesus. Yeah, Jim, we need to carpet bomb Mexico. Okay, Destiny, if you insist, I guess we will. God, 10 years. Essentially 10 years of just immigration that's been out of control. Yeah, in Trump's first term, he did some stuff. And then that got immediately reversed and undone under Biden, who apparently was, by the way, under cognitive decline. Everybody that shit posted about it, made jokes about him shitting himself in front of the Pope. Congratulations, you were 100% correct. Anybody else enjoying, too, that members of the mainstream media who had made it their mission to criticize anybody, whether they were actual other media figures or just your average Joe on social media, if you had talked about Biden being just out of it, whether you speculated it was Alzheimer's or some other medical condition, they made it their mission to come after you, call you a conspiracy theorist, said that you were out of your mind, you didn't know what you're talking about. And now these motherfuckers are writing tell-all books, tell-all fucking books, talking about how they knew. Oh, yeah, no, I knew Joe was out of his mind. He was shitting himself silly. I completely knew that was happening. Scummiest motherfuckers on earth, especially CNN, especially their anchors that were doing it, though everybody else was fucking involved. These are the same people that went after some kid that made a wrestling gif of Donald Trump suplexing the CNN logo through a table, and they doxed his ass. Just mean, petty, vicious little shits. But, out there with their falsehoods. You thought Joe was out of his mind. Well, you were right, and they knew you were right, but they were still coming after you. And what do you see when you watch coverage of this shit going on in LA, or when you watch anything related to immigration or ICE in the last 4 or 5 months? It's them talking about everybody's an innocent baby angel. They're all astronauts and brain surgeons. They all came over here with 42 kids and a wife, not just a bunch of men. And that you're evil and heartless and soulless and wicked if you want them to be deported. How much do you want to bet in 10 years they're going to be writing tell-all books like they are right now about Joe Biden, about immigration, saying, oh, yeah, we knew they were all rapists. We knew they were all criminals. We just didn't give a shit because that's what we got paid for. We were propaganda. Beautiful. God, Jesus. Somebody in chat, Joe has ass cancer. I don't know what kind of cancer he is. Something about prostate, wasn't it? Stage 4 or some shit like that? I don't know. All I know was apparently very severe. Would entail going into every organs, the bone marrow, just everything. But that doesn't just magically come up upon you. That would have been shit he would have been dealing with for a while president. But again, nobody's saying anything because they've got control of that auto pen. God, Trump has almost turned into essentially what Alex Jones has been for the last 2 years. You know how everybody would shitpost and be like, oh my God, Alex Jones was right. They'd take something that he said, some obscure shit he said from like 10 years ago, and then it turns out to happen, and they're like, look at this shit, Alex Jones was right. And it's happened like 50 fucking times now. And we've got Trump who's kind of going through the same thing. A lot of the shit he's been talking about is taking place. It's happening. It's going to start to make people wonder, fuck, was he right about 2020? Was he right about those elections? Motherfucker's been right about quite a few things at this point. Maybe he was onto something. Maybe he Hardy Boy'd the shit out of that. Did the old Scooby Crew shit and figured out the mystery. Ah. Yeah, so I've been enjoying the riots. Well, not really enjoying them, but just watching them and getting a little pissed off. Kind of like I did during the Minnesota riots. All of them. Repeated riots. God, there were so many riots up here. It was fucking crazy. And then just arguing with literal liberal communists on Twitter. I don't know how they follow me. Granted, I'm not super political, so it's not like that's all I fucking talk about. But you kind of would pick up on the shit I'm putting down, I would guess, based on the videos and streams I've done collectively for the last 15 fucking years. But somehow they follow. Lefty Poll. Do you know what Lefty Poll is? It's the communist version of Poll. The person that runs that fucking account follows me on Twitter and acts shocked when I talk about immigrants being here illegally being bad. Did you get lost? did you think what did you you thought I was a game grump? Did you mistakenly click follow, not knowing what my hot takes are? I'm not sure how that fucking how did that transpire? How did you get so lost? I don't fucking know. Oh my God. Oh, La Migra. Let's go take a look at a quick update and see what's currently happening. What's currently happening? Oh my God, what do we got here? Oh, looks like somebody's made a new political ad for Gavin Newsom. Let me pull this up. Let me see if I can get this on screen. Now, how would I do this? Oh, you know what? I got a perfect idea. Hold on one second here. Jimmy's got a good idea. Let me see if I can get this going here. Oh, perfect. There we go. It's a oh, hold on. There we go. It's a new ad for the governor of California. I'm sure you're all thrilled. Okay, all right, let me turn desktop audio on so we got some audio kicking through this. Oh boy, I hope this works. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got to take down La Raza. Oh, there we go. Let's get rid of La Raza. Here we go. Let's take a look. Let's watch his new political ad.
There's the American dream and the California dream. There's no Alabama dream. Eat your heart out, Texas, Tennessee, and Florida. This is California. The world looks to us to see that it's possible to live, advance, and prosper together across every conceivable difference. It's what makes this state great, that we don't tolerate that diversity as we once had, but we truly can look today and talk in terms of how we celebrate that diversity.
Oh my God. He's actually saying the fucking line. He's actually saying the line. Diversity is our strength. He's actually out there during a riot saying that. Is he insane? Who the fuck does that? Diversity is our strength. Your state is burning to the ground. Are you out of your fucking mind, Gavin? What the fuck are you doing, champ? Oh, diversity is our strength. Oh, yeah, it's really diverse when everybody's waving a Mexican flag. In that clip alone, did you notice interspersed between all the you know what, let me fucking pull this up. Where is it? This is perfect. That's the perfect still. I'm pulling this back. We're going back in. We're going back in. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Interspersed in between all the fucking fires and the billowing, choking, polluting smoke from all the shit these criminals are burning. It's nothing but Mexican flags. It's big, fat dudes in baklavas and ski masks waving Mexican flags. And this motherfucker's talking about how great California diversity is. I don't know if that's so diverse, Gavin. I think it's, one particular sector, one section of of demographics that are kind of ruining your state. Diversity is our strength. Fucking amazing. State is burning. It's ashes. The air, it's ashes in the air. Diversity is our strength. What a psychopath. Let's go. Let's take a look at the breaking news that's going on right now. Oh, are they gonna activate the Insurrection Act? That would. Here's another. Yeah. Okay. You know what? This actually is starting to piss me off. Okay. Let's get into it. Fuck these people. Come to my country. Take all my money. Fuck up everything for literally everyone. And then you have the balls. The actual balls to burn our flag. Oh my God, my country's so bad. I need to go to America. You need to give me free shit. But by the way, I'm going to be a criminal piece of shit and burn your flag. Fuck your country. Fuck everything. But you owe me rights. I'm here illegally because I don't give a shit. Pay me money. Oh, your mother can't afford health insurance? Grandma's sick and dying but doesn't have any social? Oh, that struggling couple's going to starve because there are no food stamps for them? I don't give a shit. I'm a big, fat, fucking taco-eating piece of shit that's stuck across the fucking border. Pay me money. Fucking pieces of shit. Let's watch as they burn flags. Of course. Oh, no. Juan, come back, Juan. Don't you want to spit on my flag some more, you fat piece of shit? Nice Adidas shirt you got from the Goodwill, bitch. You take our charity, too, on top of our money. Thank you, Juan. Donde es la biblioteca, you fat bitch-titted asshole? This is not just a good gesture. Of course. Of course, the criminal illegal that's spitting on our flag as it's being burned is standing right next to the fattest, dumbest, most inappropriately dressed for a riot bitch that's in this entire city. Nice formal dinner wear, you fat land whale. What the fuck am I looking at? Did you rip a drape off the wall and wrap it around yourself? Is that a diamond bracelet, you liberal retard? What the fuck is this? I'm gonna dress up like I'm going to a gala ball and join Juan as he spits on an American flag, because I'm a retarded liberal communist bitch that's gonna put a dagger in the back of my fellow Americans. And here are all the other stupid college-age women that are gonna help me. Oh, here's my confused grandpa off his fucking Alzheimer's medicine, and here's my gay cuck boyfriend and his baklava. Ooh, he's standing next to Juan because he likes his meat spicy. He likes a spicy burrito up his liberal ass. Ooh, Juan, would you like to go to the gala ball with me as I'm wearing my retarded outfit? Get fucked. Oh my god. Hang yourself. Somebody cut fat asses up. Cut her up and put her on a burrito. Burning the flag. I wouldn't have the balls to do it. I wouldn't go into any other nation in the world and rip their flag down, burn it and spit on it. I wouldn't go to fucking China or Japan or India or Britain or Brazil or El Salvador or Chad or South Africa and say, you owe me money because I walked on your soil. You owe me respect and rights, and I don't give enough of a shit to learn anything about your history or your language or your government or your people. You need to pay me fucking money because I breathe and I walked on your dirt. By the way, I'm going to burn your flag and then burn your cars and burn your business. And fuck you, you can't arrest me or deport me. No other country on earth would tolerate it. Absolutely insane, they come here and do it. Absolutely insane, they think they can come here and do it. And that we've got absolute brain dead, fucking water brained people that are defending it. How many shit libs from Twitch, the cesspit of fucking terrorism on the internet now, do I have to listen to telling me this is normal? How many champagne socialist, social media millionaires are going to tell me about the minority struggle from their mini mansion in LA? Oh, hey, Hassan, why don't you tell me about all those terrorist organizations that like to do bombings and how they're really super cool guys? And then tell me about the plight of the immigrants while you have an enema made of $3,000 champagne shot up your ass. That's what I need. I need more of that. That's going to make me more comfortable in accepting the fucking overwhelming horde of ungrateful assholes coming into my country to take advantage of literally fucking everything. God. Oh. Oh. Juan. I need Juan. We're just going to start going through clips here, folks. Let's just do that. Let's see. Let's just, we're going to peruse it. We're going to take a looky-loo, which is a word that needs to come back here. Oh, here's a great one. Riders have set fire to a California Highway Patrol vehicle while the officers are trapped next to it under an overpass. Hey, great job, Governor Newsom. Nothing like letting your cops get lit on fire. I mean, I'm sure they love it. But of course, these poor oppressed minorities, this is their only way to communicate. This is the language of their people. This is their dance. This is the dance of La Raza. Here we go. Let's take a look. Oh, everybody, by the way, Steve is eating, and he will be back later. So if you're watching, presumably on television, I don't know where this is streaming from. But rest assured that Steve, he is coming back. He was just very hungry. Now, how much do you want to bet that at the behest of the governor or the mayor or some other politician or some bureaucrat that's taking the orders of a politician, that the majority of the people in law enforcement in California in these areas that are affected have been told explicitly not to take action, to sit there like a bitch and to take it. How many pieces of footage did you watch from the last 2 days of shit getting burned, of protesters getting aggressive, of fights taking place? There was a video clip of a guy going around with a fire extinguisher in his neighborhood, in his section of the block and where the fuck he was, putting out fires that other people were starting. And they threatened to kill him. They were going to beat his ass with bricks because he was trying to prevent his house and his neighbors' houses from burning down. And watching that on the news, you have to imagine there were police around when this was taking place. How many of those cops do you think were explicitly told, don't do anything, don't interfere, don't arrest people? This is ICE's fault. This is a federal government's fault. They need to suck it up and deal with it. Just let it happen. We must protect Juan at all costs. We can't let our buddy Juan, we just can't let anything happen to him. He's just too fucking special. We don't want anything bad to happen to our boy Juan. Oh my God. Oh, I love this, by the way. Let me pull this clip up. So as this has been going on, I should preface this. As this has been, oh, I forgot the picture of La Raza. As this has been going on, Newsom has been incessantly on social media and making statements to the press, talking as much shit as he can. Rather than trying to prevent his state from burning to the ground, he's out there talking as much shit as he can. And of course, now he pictures himself as a martyr. This is the most... Oh, excuse me. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten those burritos. Thank you, by the way. We hit that goal, and they were delicious. But he is desperate to make himself the resistance. There is this weird, like, I don't even know what we'd call it, archetype. The left has constructed, the politicians on the left have constructed, this image of the perfect martyr, and they're also desperate to fulfill that image. You've got people like AOC taking pictures in front of you. Remember when she went to the chain link fence and tried to angle it with a MySpace angle to make it look like she was at Auschwitz or some shit? They're all so desperate to be that resistance figure, the leader of the left, the martyr that took on the horrible fascist dictatorship that is Donald Trump. And you can listen to how Newsom speaks in this clip. He is so fucking desperate. It's dripping off of him. He is absolutely so goddamn desperate to be the resistance leader. Holy shit. Here we go. Here it is. This is just perfect.
Get your hands off these poor people. They're just trying to live their lives, man. Trying to live their lives, paying their taxes. Been here 10 years. The fear, the horror. The hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. I don't give a damn.
Oh my God. Wow, Gavin. You're so cool. Hey, Gavin, you're a real badass. Oh, heckin' A, guys. Did you see Gavin Newsom on the news last night? Wow, I don't think Donald Trump's going to be able to handle Gavin. Ooh, he's a tough guy. I got a little bit of a chubby watching Gavin on the news last night, being the resistance leader against Donald Trump. Hey, my fellow Redditors, do you, the narwhal or whatever the fuck it is? I think Gavin Newsom's got a bit of a dude.
The hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. I don't give a damn. But I care about my community. I care about this community. The hell are they doing? These guys need to grow up. They need to stop. And we need to push back. And I'm sorry to be so clear, but that kind of bloviating is exhausting.
Oh, wow. I don't mean to swear on your news program, but golly gee. Holy sheesh. You know what I mean? I just get a little bit heated. Wow. Oh, whoop-de-doo-dah day. Oh, boy, I said it. I said whoop-de-doo-dah day. That's how angry I am. Oh, wow. I've never been this upset. This is not a human being. This is like an amalgamation of every really shitty political joke that's ever existed, and it's somehow and somehow become a human being and it's walking among us on the streets. Oh, you're so tough, Gavin. We're all so impressed. Wow, Donald's really in fucking trouble. Oh, come arrest me. Oh, wow. Oh, my God, I fucking hate this guy. He's such a cunt. Oh, God, I hate politicians like that. They're such cunts. Oh, here's another one. It's a beautiful picture of California just burning to the ground. It's just peaceful, mostly peaceful protests. Fiery, but mostly peaceful protests. Let's take a look. Let's watch for a second. Hey, they're just like Gavin said. Hey guys, they're just taxpayers like the rest of us. I mean, look, okay, that's what I call a Mexican barbecue. That's part of their cultural heritage. You need to burn a couple of Jeeps and a few Audis to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Sure, it's June, but the Mexican way of celebrating it, is a month later because they're lazy and they sleep all the time. Oh shit, did I say that on the air? Listen, Donald, come arrest me and forget that Mexican joke I made. I love La Migra. I know, La Raza. Oh god, I fucked up again. I'm just so heckin' gosh G Willikers angry that I'm ready to get arrested. Whoopsie doodles. Wow, that's a pain in the tutor. I said it. How many lockers do you think Gavin got stuffed into when he was a child? How many times do you think the local football team gang raped him in the locker room? How many gay rapes has Gavin Newsom suffered in the locker room? Because he's just so insufferable. A lot? Quite a few? More than one or two? Maybe 20 or 30? Perhaps, do you think? Perhaps, perchance, that might have been what happened? Gavin. He's such a fucking asshole. Oh, I'm looking for the newest updates. We're just going to go through, we're taking our time. God, it's just insanity. It starts off with the cops wanting to do something to back up the ICE agents that are out there that are doing their jobs, told to hold back because the politicians want to make it a shit show and embarrass the federal government and make Donald Trump look bad because they want as many illegals as they can get because those are votes in their pockets and that's the way to keep the money machine printing. And then once you start sending in federal agents, FBI, Homeland Security, all the others, there's not enough of them to back them up. They're still getting firebombed and surrounded. So then you start bringing in the National Guard. Then you talk about the Marines, like Hegseth was bringing up. It just escalates because local government, regional government doesn't want to do anything. They have no incentive to do it. I would hate to live in California, to pay my taxes and have it go to projects like, what was it, a bridge to nowhere? Billions of dollars wasted on public infrastructure projects that never get completed, that are clearly meant to line the pockets of bureaucrats and their related friends at the, at the detriment to the public. Just nothing ever gets done. Homeless people everywhere. In fact, I should put a video up. Maybe I'll do that. We'll take a small break, and when we get back, I'll probably find a video. I don't think you understand the magnitude of what a shithole California is, or regions of it. I know that there are more rural and suburban areas that aren't as bad. But there is a common thing going on here. Now, we've all heard, at least I did growing up, all the jokes about Republican or right-leaning areas being the hillbilly, meth using, missing teeth, cousin fucker, pickup driving, uh, you know, uh, degenerate inbred, right? Those jokes always made all the time. But I'd like to turn your attention towards the left because, what's going on when you look at like a big blue city? You've got just unmitigated, unmonitored immigration, social welfare programs that are just getting pilfered left and right, violence everywhere, drug use everywhere, small crimes not being prosecuted, which just entices more crime, and a homeless epidemic of crazy people wandering the fucking streets. I watched a documentary once when they talked about the homeless population. It's like a charity thing. And it's this young guy who wants to get out there and help the homeless. He's really fired up to do this. More power to him. What a great thing. You want to go out and help people? That's awesome. You're a great person. And he's talking to this older guy who's done it for a long time. He's some kind of like a priest or something like that. And the guy sits him down and he's like, "Hey kid, listen. It's great that you want to go out there and do this, and more power to you. But you should know that like 80% of homeless people are either one of three categories. They're either homeless vet, he said, which is tragic and it happens, but that's like 10%. He said the other two, groups, the 50 and the 40%, are drug users and mentally insane people. That 20% outside of the 80 are people that are temporarily homeless and they get it fixed in a month or two. And he said the people you're left over with are either drug abusers or crazy, or once in a while you'll have like a vet. And this kid didn't believe him. He's like, "Oh, that can't be true." And he finds this woman and he spends all this money and time helping her. He gets her a car, he gets her a place to stay. He's listening to all her stories about the abuse she's been through. And then he stumbles across her smoking meth. And you can see his soul shatter, right? Because he comes to the realization that, oh shit, this is true. And I bring this up because what do you see, and especially a lot of these blue cities, it's just true. Just disastrous amounts of homeless with nothing really set up to actually address the root cause, which is mental illness and drug abuse. In fact, they almost encourage drug abuse by legalizing it as much as they can. I would not want to live in a city in California, not a major city, not with the fucking problem. You have to see the homeless videos just to see how horrible it's so fucking bad. It's ridiculous. Give you a little context, and of course, another thing to keep in consideration. This happened in Minneapolis. This has happened in a lot of places. When you're looking at a lot of these riots that's going on, and you're looking at a lot of the people involved that are kind of spurring them on and doing property destruction and burning shit to the ground, um, you'll find a lot of times the homeless are involved, and that's not because they particularly have a vested interest in whatever the issue is. It's because these networks of commies, these Antifa networks that help to kind of foment this stuff, use these homeless people, give them a little money, a little bit of drugs, and send them out to do their bidding. So it's beneficial to them to have a riot on tap and ready to go to have a homeless problem. Just kind of a nice little tool in their tool kit to be able to use at a moment's notice. But okay, Jimmy's awake. We're gonna do a riot tonight. We're just gonna shit talk communists and Juan a little bit this evening as we go through it. Okay, 1 second, folks. Let me see what song would be good break music given the given the subject matter. It'll all get copyright. So I'm just gonna play my merch commercial. Be sure to swing by Metokur. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me do a little commercial before we go into the commercial proper. Okay. Let me see. Where is it here? There we go. Over on Metokur.myshopify.com, you can pick up this nice Stay Cool t-shirt, which if you look under the ice, it says in Spanish, which I think this is amazing because you're going to get a double take. If you can read this, you're getting deported, and it's in Spanish. And with DHS and ICE and Homeland Security and everybody else putting out messages like, hey, report them to us, be sure to pick up this heckin' neato shirt, as Gavin would say, and wear it around immigrant populations to see who gives you the double take, so you know who to report. I'm calling the government on you. Juan. Then we also have our good old-fashioned God Bless America. Just call me Jingoistic Jimmy, because I'm here to hawk some patriotic merch to you. A little puddin' there with his semi-automatic weapons and his flag glasses. You probably could find a pair of those. I don't sell them, but I definitely buy them. And of course, brutal Americanism. Celebrate the rise of a new republic where there are no more Juans in our streets burning shit down. Again, that's over at Metokur.myshopify.com. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to look at how horrible California is, the unrepentant amount of thieves stealing everything that's not bolted down, the homeless, the drug addicts, and of course, we're going to look at the demographics of the rioters, I think you can already tell who they might be, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, put up our little thing here. Here we go. Put a little dancing pudding there too. Okay. Give it 5 minutes. Go get yourself a drink. Come on back. We're going to take a look at Kelly descend into a shithole. Because that's kind of what it is. I blame Juan.
By buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Where are you gonna do that, you ask? Well, you don't really ask, but I'm gonna show you anyway. Fuck you. I'm gonna show you anyway. Oh, look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Word around town, it looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Buy a hat for your hat. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Word around town is fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. Too much. Love the red, white, blue. Love my apple pie and baseball. Sometimes I just look at the Statue of Liberty. It's so goddamn beautiful. Oh, that's good stuff. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. To sell you beautiful fucking hats. We all love Jim's hats. We'll be over at Shopify. Metokur.myshopify.com. Buy the finest hats available. You gotta do this. You're gonna do that over at my store. Buy my hats. Teach the communist less buckle on it. Buy a hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. Gotta do this. Buy my hat. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. Gotta do this. Buy my hat. Gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. Quality. Buy my hat. Gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. Gotta do this. Buy my hat. Gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. Oh. Holy shit! Oh, what a fucking beautiful ending to this. Oh, God, let me get a cigarette for this one.
Oh, that's right. You hit that bell. You give it a little ding-a-ling. Oh, wow. Said a pretty risky word there, like my boy Gavin would, but I'm feeling spicy tonight in celebration of Juan. All right, let's go. Jesus Christ. Oh, somebody sent me a clip. Apparently, there's a little bit of infighting going on. Uh-oh. Oopsie. I guess this disparate group of people might have had a little bit. I don't know what's happened, but let's take a look. A little bit of a scuffle, a little kerfuffle taking place in the riot today. Let's pull this up here. 1 second. What do we got? Just in, massive street fighting breaking out in downtown Los Angeles while police watch. At least the rioters are beating up each other instead of innocent victims. Should we? Chat. Chat. Do you want to watch the rioters beat the shit out of each other? Maybe the money ran out too early? I don't know. Let's take a looky-loo here. Let's watch. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me see if I can. Oh boy. Wow, I'm so smart. Such a smart boy. Oh, Jimmy, you're so smart. There we go. That's a little better. It's a little bigger for you so you can really watch in high fidelity. As Juan's fist. what would the fat white chick's name be? What would be the most cliche name that she could possibly have is like a wine mom on the left. I'm trying to think. Not Sophie, because that's the tranny name they all seem to love. So it can't be that. Trying to Abigail, maybe? I don't know. But let's watch them beat each other senseless.
From where we are, because again, it's dark, and it's dark down here.
Lauren, really quickly, left side of your screen. This is at LA Live. There's a fight.
It's a rumble by la raza.
Somebody is on the ground.
Donde es mi taco, homie?
That person in that mini bike, right?
Yeah, and I can't.
There's nothing more magical than racism when you can't do the voices. Just the beauty of the hatred's coming through. By the way, love it how it starts with somebody just driving by with a Mexican flag.
From where we are, because again,
there we go. Why not?
It's dark down here.
Lauren, really quickly, left side of your screen.
Another Mexican flag.
Live. There's a fight in the middle of the street,
Oh,
and somebody is on the ground.
Oh no, this is oh no, tragic. Oh, stop, please.
Yeah,
Think of the
I can't
cause.
tell- I don't know where that. Did they get up? I can't tell for sure.
yeah, they
there's
got
somebody-
up
yeah,
and
someone's swinging
someone's
again.
coming back and
Oh,
swinging
Street
on them
World
again.
Star.
They're gonna try to break it up there.
And this is that LA Live location that I was telling you about.
You know,
Man.
you can hear the sirens there.
Yeah, and the person getting up there seems a little wobbly, obviously.
They
Oh
hit him
no,
again.
and then hit by. It looked like somebody else.
Did you hear him? Can you tell how much he doesn't care that guy got hit in the face? Oh no. Listen to this.
Yeah, and the person getting up there seems a little wobbly, obviously.
They hit
Oh
him
no,
again.
and then hit by.
Oh golly. Wow. That guy almost got killed. Okay, hey, looking at sports today.
It looked like somebody else too.
Yeah.
You're
He's
hoping
doing
that they
his
can just get
best to get out. Yeah.
But he's clearly injured and is not, wasn't doing a good job of getting out of there. I mean, and you look, and you know what's disturbing, and I saw it just now in the chopper shot. I saw it earlier. Is
Wow, you notice? Mexican flag, Mexican flag, Mexican flag, Mexican flag, Mexican flag. I don't see a single stars and stripes in this fucking thing. Oh, wow. The country that you're trying to adopt, the one you say you desperately want to be a part of, sure see a lot of flags of the country you allegedly fled because it was so terrible. Strangely, tons of those flags, but not a single American flag. Huh. It's almost like you hate this country. Could it be that you just want money? Oh, oh my God. Could we maybe consider that a possibility, that the hordes of people coming to this country are coming here because of benefits? That they don't actually give a shit about America or our freedom or our ideals or our history or our culture. They just want our money? Did you notice a strange thing happen with U.S. aid when the money tap got turned off? Suddenly those Europeans that are usually subtly snide became very snotty openly? It's like the world has this mentality of putting their hand out to get money from America but spitting on our face at the same time. And it's kind of like all these illegal immigrants that are flooding our borders and coming in here don't really give a shit about the country or the people. They just know that they can get a guaranteed amount of money, a free place to stay, food and medical coverage. And they can drive without a license. They can commit crimes without getting arrested or deported. Hell, they can kill an American citizen or rape their kids and nothing's going to happen to them. Land of opportunity. All because a bunch of corrupt politicians wanted easy votes, so they put that fucking into place, and now we're all dealing with the consequences? Not a single fucking American flag. Unfucking real. But, you know, apparently we're all crazy. We're all just silly racists over here. How much that kind of piss you off too, by the way, if you actually legally immigrated over here? You know, if you actually came over here trying to become an American citizen and you went through all the hassle of it for years and years, you took a test, you paid your taxes, you obey the law, you bust your ass, and then some piece of shit hops the fence and nothing happens to him? Kind of infuriating. A little bit bullshit, if you ask me. And don't make me, don't let me, I guess, make you think that this just pertains to I mean, what we're watching situationally in California right now, of course, relates specifically to Mexico and Mexicans. But some of the things that have been happening over the past couple of months have addressed the problem from other countries, like Harvard. You know, I've seen a lot of people talk of poor Harvard. How could you pull federal funding? When their alumni give them like what, $1 billion? They're sitting on like $1 billion war chest. But oh my God, they're not going to be able to get foreign students, which is what, like 60 or 70% of their enrollment? Why the fuck is a private learning institution in the United States, you know, majority foreigners? And why are the majority of that majority Chinese? You know, a lot of the shit that's gone on with Harvard in relation to allowing foreign students and federal funding specifically relates to the activities of Chinese people. Maybe you're not aware of this, but China doesn't play fair. Not just in trade or intellectual property, but in pretty much every other aspect. When they send citizens over here, they have them spy on us. They have them, you know, take part in espionage. And what better way to launder them into the general population and into positions at multitudes of companies than through a prestigious learning academy? Yeah, no, there have been some issues with the caliber of people and the reasonings those people are here. You know what I find super funny? If you go on social media and you see a Chinese account talking shit, regardless of what they're talking about, remember, China bans, it is illegal for a Chinese citizen to use Twitter. They are fucking banned by law. They can't use it. They're also banned from using VPNs. So if you ever see a Chinese account on social media like Twitter or X, the only reason they're allowed to be on there is they are an employee of the Chinese government. They are literally doing propaganda. No matter what they say, no matter how they try to dress it up, it's purely at the behest of their government. This fucking college situation with these Ivy League schools letting in people who are pretty much explicit and open about what they're doing. Insane. Insane like California is insane for just letting in hordes of people and protecting them. Did you see what happened to Maxine Waters? You know, that's a good clip. If you want to see something funny as shit, let's talk about the narcissism of politicians. Just shows up demanding she be treated special. Oh, this is great. This is such a great clip to watch them just slam the door in her dumb fucking face. Oh, spoilers. Spoilers. Let's pull this clip up here. Right in her dumb face. Here you go, lady. Right in your stupid fat fucking face.
Excuse me, I need to get in.
Contact our public appeal.
I need to get in.
Aw, shit. Sorry, Maxine. Fuck off, we're full. She actually showed up. This clip's a little longer. It's like 2 minutes long, but that's the best part. But she's like, she basically talks all this shit. She's like, did you know I'm a politician? You need to let me in. I'm a politician. You better listen to me. slams the door on her dumb fucking face. Just another politician out there trying to start shit. Oh my God. These fucking people, they live on a different planet. You know, I think that, you know, it can be broken down into a few different things. Let's set aside the corrupt angle of people looking to get easy votes or make money somehow, you know, which is a vast majority. Yeah, there's this concept that's kind of gone around recently talking about suicidal empathy. I like to talk about the concept of charity from afar. And I think one of the best kind of ways to explain it is the lottery of all things. I think most people would be just fine if somebody won the lottery. You don't really give it much thought. They say, oh, some fucking guy in another state won the lottery. You don't really give a shit, do you? Nobody does. You make a joke about it, maybe. But aside from that, it doesn't really impact you in any meaningful way, and you don't really think about how it changes their life. But I bet you're going to be a little booty bothered, seethe a little bit, get a little pissed off if your neighbor wins. Because the proximity of that event directly has an impact on you. And it creates a situation where you start thinking about it more and it makes you a little bit angrier. Well, it's kind of the inverse. So charity from afar is this concept where you get these leftists that preach this utopic ideal. They live in some suburb that is, I don't know, in the Northeast somewhere, right? They're up in fucking Maine, Massachusetts, whatever, Vermont. And they live in a 99% white neighborhood where everybody is making like $100,000 a year. And if they're a $250,000, they all own houses. Nobody's got a criminal record. All the infrastructure's nice and clean and it's great. And they just decide that heckin' gosh golly gee willikers, that they want to let in every immigrant because, oh boy, you know, I love to do charity. And I feel so bad for them. Let all the Somalians in. Let all the Mexicans in. Let's take a bunch of Middle Easterners. Let's bring in all the Africans we can. Because it never directly impacts them. Because they're never going to be around it. They live in a 99% white suburb with rich people. They're not going to know what it's like to actually have them as neighbors. Now, if those immigrants suddenly were in their neighborhood and all the crime came with them, and the drug abuse and the craziness and the homelessness and the hostility towards them was suddenly next door to them, then they're going to have a fucking big issue with it. But as long as they can operate on this brain dead, utopic, charity from afar attitude, this philosophy, they're going to keep doing it. And I think right behind the corrupt and right behind those that gain something personally from this, that like a large majority are just really out of touch motherfuckers that haven't actually lived with the consequences of their almost flippant fucking decision making. As they lecture the rest of the country about how great it is, and they really don't understand it's not a big issue. We're all one race, the human race, okay? And so they preach this shit, and now you've got 42 Somalian neighbors living in the duplex next to you. Not the motherfucker from Vermont, though. He's still sipping wine and enjoying his mini mansion. I think that kind of mentality also applies to people like Destiny and Assad and their little mini mansions and their champagne socialist lifestyles. They're not living around the shit they're preaching. That's my guess. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like that's a good portion of the mentality we're dealing with. Oh, it makes me want to take them. Just take one of these people that preaches this shit and drop them in Compton. You know, let them live there for a couple months. Or they could come to Minnesota where we've got like 8 bajillion Somalians, and they can see what that's like. I'm sure it's charming. It's lovely. Minneapolis is so fun. Nothing like walking around the streets of Minneapolis at night, all by yourself with loads of money in your pockets. You're going to have a great time. Nothing's going to go wrong. Whoa, heckin' A, what could go wrong? Nothing. Not a single fucking thing. Oh my God, you know, I'm just gonna give in to the rage bait and go read some more Newsom. Let me see what he is saying right now. He's saying shit like this. Los Angeles, don't take Trump's bait. Trump wants chaos and he's instigated violence. How did he instigate? He's instigated violence. Those who assault law enforcement or cause property damage will risk arrest. Donald Trump has manufactured a crisis and is inflaming condition. We saw the fucking clips. I've literally shown you clips and pictures, and in every single one of them, there's a fucking fire going on. We just watched the protesters so bored of beating the cops and lighting shit on fire, they started hitting each other. But Donald Trump has manufactured this crime. He's inflamed the conditions. Okay. If he can't solve it, we will. Donald Trump is putting fuel on the fire. Boy, they sure bringing up the fire. Do you remember, was it, I don't think it was the George Floyd one. I can't remember what riot it was. Maybe it was Trayvon Martin. I can't even remember at this point. But where it's the CNN, you know, I'm going to find the picture. I'm just going to find the fucking picture. What is it? Fiery but mostly peaceful? Oh my God. Oh, yeah, here we go. Of course. Let me pull this. Let me just throw it up. Because, like I said, for some reason, they want to keep going. They're fuel. Is this like that sublim? Oh my God, what is that called? Not programming. Oh God, I wish I could pull up poll right now. They had some theory where they'd say like, oh, there are going to be hints about the next catastrophe. They get everybody prepared by putting the word out there ahead of time. They're like, you know, psychologically pre-programming people to be ready for it. Is that what Newsom's doing? He keeps saying fire, fire, fuel, fiery, fired. He's saying it all. Is that so when the protesters read these tweets over and over again, they go burn buildings down? I don't know. That sounds like something sneaky he'd do. There we go. Perfect. I think that is heckin' perfect, you guys. Fiery but mostly peaceful protests after police shooting. There we go. I can't even remember which one this was. Oh, Kenosha, Wisconsin. There we go. God, there's so many of these fucking things. They were all the trend for about 5 years. Everybody was doing them all over the place. And every fucking commie politician and mainstream media figurehead and propagandist out there saying shit like fiery but mostly peaceful protest. Because you're so dumb. Look at this. He's wearing a gas mask. Shit is torched behind him. And he's saying hey everybody, it's fine. In fact, I think Dana Bash on CNN did that just last night. Literally, almost word for word. Went to the defense of the rioters. She kept saying things like, this is nothing like 92. This isn't a riot. Everything's fine. Boy, in 92, those LA riots, that was a problem. But these are just kids. These are kids out there goofing around. I'm Dana Bash. I eat babies. I don't know. Does she eat babies? Probably. Maybe we can get ABC News to fact check that. ABC, by the way, best fact checkers in the business. They're the ones that fact checked whether or not Ben Shapiro stole AOC's shoes so he could jack off while sniffing them. And I'm not kidding, by the way. ABC actually, or no, it was USA Today. Oh, the news is such a bunch of fucking let's see. Which, oh my God. No, it was Columbus Day one. Oh, they might have deleted it in embarrassment. No, it's still here. Oh, I'm sorry. I know this is a bit off topic, but these people are such goofy idiots. Oh, let me just pull this up. Fact check. AOC lost no shoes. A fake tweet claimed they were stolen in a riot. And I swear to God, there's somewhere in here they mentioned Ben Shapiro stealing them. Oh, yeah, here it is. Holy shit, they actually wrote a fucking article about him sniffing stolen shoes. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, no. There we okay. No, God, back it up. Back it up. Oh yeah, here we go. Others have speculated the alleged thief was conservative politician or political commentator Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro. Oh, God, these aren't real people. This is a stupid shit like USA Today, ABC, CNN, just out there living in an alternate reality. Why would I need you to fact check whether or not Ben Shapiro stole her fucking shoes? They're just not real people. They live in another reality. Let's see. What did Karen Bass? Karen Bass, by the way, is the mayor of LA that's basically applauding the rioters as they burn down her fucking city. Oh, shit. Here we go. Hey, it's popping off, folks. We got something. Oh, we got something. If you remember back in Minneapolis during the Floyd riots, they burned down a police precinct. Well, they're attacking the LAPD headquarters. Holy shit, they're trying to breach the fucking LAPD headquarters. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's pull this up here. Hold on. Let's take a look. This is beat for beat. Absolutely beat for beat what happened in Minneapolis. You've got to fucking be kidding me. This is the governor and mayor. They have given up control of LA. They don't give a shit. If you can go and bust up and burn down a police precinct, especially the fucking headquarters of the police, give it up. Just give it up. They don't give a shit. This is a narco tyranny. This is the entire way it works. You get fucked. You, the normal person, the person keeping your head down and just trying to get by, the person trying to provide for your fucking family, the person that pays taxes and obeys the law and does the right thing because that's just what you do to make society just a tad bit more fucking bearable. But these pieces of shit, these fucking criminals and illegals can bust open fucking windows, burn down police stations. Nobody gives a shit. Politicians don't care. They're going to protect them. They're going to kiss their ass. They're precious little baby voters from another country. Oh, I can get all the illegals to vote for me forever. I'll give them welfare and never arrest them. But if you get upset about it, we're going to fuck with you. When some illegal breaks into your house to fuck your kid or slit your throat, and you defend yourself, you're going to go to prison because you're a racist bastard. And let him burn down the police station. Juan needs to. It's the expression of his fucking culture. How much do you want to bet that fat bitch with that fucking skateboard? First off, can't ride the thing. His 2-ton ass is too goddamn big. I bet you he's got dyed fucking hair and about 13 tribal fucking piercings and tattoos all over his deformed, fat, tubby, bitch-titted body. He's probably got a social media account where he snootily replies to people, talking about how, really guys, liberals and communists get it better than you do? We understand the people more than you do? Here he is because, what, mom gave him a ride down to the city center? Oh, because it's, heckin' A, mom's going to give me a ride because I don't work or do anything. I'm a failure to launch that lives at my fucking house at the age of 35. I don't pay rent. My idea of a bill is scraping together $10 to help out with the cell phone cost dad takes care of. I bet you he's got a Twitter account or a Blue Sky account where he talks endless shit to everybody about how they're really making society worse, where his tubby ass is up here breaking windows for a bunch of illegal immigrants that are over here doing shit they shouldn't be doing. This fat bitch. You're going to pay for that window, by the way, taxpayer. Your money is going to fix that window that this fat fuck just broke. And he doesn't do shit. He doesn't work. He doesn't contribute shit. You're never going to get a red cent out of him to fix that fucking window. But I guarantee you, out of the 7,500 people watching me, listening right now, some of you are in California. Your fucking money is fixing that shit tonight. God, it's a fucking cavalcade of every living stereotype of the left. Fuckers with baklavas and body piercings and Palestinian flags. The flags of any foreign nation organization except their own fucking country. None of them work. None of them have girlfriends or boyfriends or husbands or wives. There is no long-lasting social connection to tie them to a community. Everything is taken care of, either by their parents or the state. They don't have to be self-reliant. They're reliant on everybody else. And they got nothing to do because it's midnight on Sunday. So let's go burn the fucking police station down. I'm so sick of these communist fucks lecturing me about what makes a good country. I'll tell you what makes a bad country. Them. They make a bad country. These entitled, narcissistic, self-centered fucks that have tried to flip the script and make this country coddle them. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of pronouns. I'm sick of your fucking racial and sexual identities. I'm sick of supporting you through social programs that should be going to people that actually fucking need it. I don't give a shit if somebody needs welfare or Medicaid or Medicare or Social Security if they're a normal fucking person. If they're a decent, normal fucking citizen, I'm fine with it. But I don't want to pay your lazy ass because you don't do shit. You spend your entire existence floating around social media, lecturing everybody else that works to keep the country running about how they're fucking it up for everybody. And somehow you convince politicians to buy into this. So they propagate that nonsensical shit and make it into laws that fucking shackle me from slapping you in your stupid fucking face. And of course, because, they can smell their own. When other criminals want to get coddled too, when they want a little bit of the Gibbs, these fuckers show up in solidarity. It's the only relationship they got. They have no connection to their neighbors or their church or to anybody in the neighborhood except fellow fucking criminals. So of course, the 30-year-old lives at home with his parents, baklava wearing, Palestinian flag waving. 30-year-old, failure to launch, don't have a job, never touched a girl, motherfucker is out here at midnight on Sunday fucking a police station up because the only other human being on God's green earth that he can somehow fucking relate to is another useless piece of shit leeching on the system and fucking up everybody's day. Jim, you meant balaclava, not baklava. Baklava is a delicious dessert. No, you know what? I'm going to guess these commie motherfuckers are so goddamn retarded, they'd wear a dessert. If you told them that Jello was somehow a symbol of the fucking Muslim struggle against British imperialism, these dumb motherfuckers be rubbing it on their tits. You don't think? Remember, these are the people that believe the OK side is a symbol of white supremacy. They're really that gullible and fucking stupid. I guarantee you could convince them to wear a dessert. It's fucking possible. And I think too, it's the hypocrisy of it, because I guarantee you, that if they ever even had the slightest inconvenience somewhere in public, not even a crime, but just inconvenience, like the cashier didn't ring up their purchase fast enough, they're going to be on 911 calling the fucking sheriff and the SWAT department. Oh, I hate the police until I need them. It's kind of like what Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face. Yeah, everybody hates the police until they need them. People in chat saying, boy, that's a lot of skateboards. You'd be correct. Skateboards are what I like to call homeless cars. That's what they use to scoot around. That's as far as their mobility goes, that's the best they can do. Our little homeless vehicles. Non-polluting. Oh, of course. Here we go. Because remember, if you can attack a police precinct, it's open season, right? Because, I mean, if the police aren't going to defend the police station, you could do anything you want in this city. And so it begins. Rioters are now looting businesses. Here we go, folks. It's begun. It started off with, of course, a bunch of fat idiots blocking highways and yelling at ICE agents. And it escalated to street confrontations with the police force. And it escalated some more into burning down vehicles. And every time there wasn't hard pushback against it, they took it as a tacit permission to keep pushing forward. And so, what do we have going on now? They're burning or they're breaking into a police department, and now they're going to loot stores. Let's take a look.
This protest, or not taking part in the protest, but perhaps exploiting it for their own ends, like people you see here that are looting this store. They're stealing sneakers, and they're going to be selling them. And they're being caught on video from various locations on both sides of the street.
How much do you want to bet not a single one of them will ever get prosecuted? How much do you want to bet LA is not going to do shit to any of those people? They're going to steal fucking thousands of dollars and go sell it to some other sneakerhead shop and pocket the cash, and that's going to be that. Fucking sneaker stores. Is that still a thing? Is it like Hype Beast? Didn't that shit already die out?
And so there's a good chance that their faces will be recognized, and that their little spree of theft will be rewarded with some accountability that will land them in jail. That is what is being promised by the chief, by the mayor, by the sheriff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the same mayor that basically said go out there and do whatever you want. Yeah, I'm sure the mayor's going to really push for their prosecution. I'm sure she's beside herself right now. Oh my God, these criminals. My precious baby criminals. Okay, let's take a look. I'm sorry, folks. We're pulling up clips. So remember, if you find a good clip for us to share highlighting the stupidity of California and how they're handling this, again, feel free to send it over to Moshi. That's M-O-S-H-I. Moshi, M-O-S-H-I. Moan, M-O-A-N. And I will play it as long as it's not giant throbbing black cocks. That's something you're going to want to send to iDubbbz because he lives off those. They're like Twinkies for him. And we got something from Cash Patel. Let's take a look here. I'll just read it to you. I don't need to throw it up on the screen because it's just text. Cash Patel put out, just so we're clear, the FBI needs no one's permission to enforce the Constitution. My responsibility is to the American people, not political punchlines. LA is under siege by marauding criminals, and we will restore law and order. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. You know, Patel is growing on me. There are some people in the administration I'm not super fond of. Bondi, I think, has been a pretty big fuck up. But Patel's just kind of out there, just doing shit. How many people on the FBI's most wanted has he busted just in the few months that he's been in? Like 4 or 5 of them? Because he's actually letting agents go out and do their shit? So you get yours. You get yours, Cash. You go out there. You get those fucking criminals. Oh, and of course we've got Harry Sisson, who I don't know what he's even doing on social media now that the DNC money dried up. Harry Sex Pest Sisson out there talking endless shit about any reaction to this. The National Guard has begun to arrive in Los Angeles. Even as the city is quiet and the LAPD says protests have remained peaceful, Trump's overreaction is going to get people hurt. Stay safe, everyone. I hate that he's become a thing. That he has any fucking anything. Okay, hold on here. Oh, we got some clips. Oh my God, they're starting to loot. If I can find a good live stream of this, maybe I'll put it up. As we get going. As we get going with these motherfuckers out here just doing this shit endlessly. Fucking communist, man. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. The Mexican president, Claudia Sheinbaum, which is just, of course, Claudia Sheinbaum, calling for more protests in the U.S. If necessary, we'll mobilize. We don't want taxes on remittances from our fellow countrymen from the U.S. to Mexico. Sheinbaum actually has the gall, the balls, to say that there should be more protests in the U.S. right now because she doesn't want taxes on money that Mexicans in the U.S. are sending back to their family in Mexico. Are you fucking kidding me? Just beautiful. You know, this is actually a great picture. Oh, you know what? This is almost better than La Raza. Hold on, let me put this one up. Perfect. Beautiful. Loving it. Where are we here? Here we go. This was nicely done. Kind of reminds me, there are these Trudeau pictures. Every time something would go tits up in Canada, like the fires and stuff like that, reminds me of that. Very nicely done. LA Riots 2020 captures it perfectly. Here are the two dipshit politicians that have encouraged this. And of course, there's your demographic in the background. Nothing but Mexican flags. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Why would we not have that? It's what's going on. Are you kidding me? Okay, sorry folks. I'm just going through the different things. Oh, actually, you know what? I think Andy Nagel, let me see if I can find it, has actually got organizers. The people organize. Let's take a look at the assholes organizing this shit. Let me see if I can find this. Oh God! Of course, Kamala Harris's released a statement on this, saying how she stands in solidarity, stands in fucking solidarity with the people burning the city down. Of course, why wouldn't Kamala do that? Oh, of course, it's not their neighborhood. They're never going to have to deal with it. Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's the fucker that was organizing it. Yeah, so there are reporters right now in LA that are basically filming all the shit's going. Yeah, like we've got a lot of like helicopter footage, but one of the things going on is um, there are reporters on the ground, and so Nagao, I don't know how you say his last name, but Andy, if you look him up on Twitter, actually found one of the people like organizing this shit, violent extremist Antifa militant Craig, and he's got the Twitter handle, is directing fellow comrades to attack reporters for documenting the far left activities in Los Angeles. He's furious the two have captured raw video of the violence, making it harder for Antifa and the left to claim it was a peaceful protest. Yeah, and it links to Blue Sky and other. It's the same fucking network. It is literally the same exact people that were doing this shit in Minneapolis. The same ones that organized in Kenosha, where there was fiery but mostly peaceful protests. Every time this sort of shit pops off, it's shockingly always these commie fucks, these fucking crazy leftists that exist in these little Discord servers or these little, Twitter groups or Blue Sky groups that are calling the shots and getting it to go. I mean, it was even so bad that Tim Wall's daughter was giving out fucking instructions. Tim Wall, here we go. Let me see. Okay, we got some live streams, but I think that's Fox. Ah, hey, here we go. All right, some cops are moving in now. Let's watch these fuckers get zip tied. That should be fun. Are they getting zip tied? Hold on. Let's see, what do we got? Several dozen protesters surrounded by SFPD right now at Montgomery and Pine, being zip tied and taken down one by one, shouting no ICE, no KK, no KKK, no fascist USA. This comes hours after SFPD rushed anti-ICE protesters. Let's take a look at the clip here. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, but I'm not seeing them being zip tied though. I am seeing them being surrounded by the cops, but I'm not seeing. I want to see. I want to see somebody get like billy clubbed in the head. Oh, that would be nice. Watching them get their little skull cracked. Holy shit! Look at the size of this crap. This is from earlier in the day, not obviously this evening. Is this real or is this AI shit? Oh, I see. That's very cute. I see what he was. That's very cute. Oh, he was very sneaky with that clip. Sorry, I'm digging for the video. Somebody's getting pepper balled in the face. Where's the video? God, don't post a picture. Give me the video of them getting banged in the face. Of course. Actually, you know what? While we got a moment of downtime, I got it. Let's see, Los Angeles. Let's see if I can find one of those homeless videos from Los Angeles to give you a nice, good idea of what it looks like. God, everybody's using these fucking AI. Okay, here we go. This is from 2 months ago.
The streets of Los.
I'm just gonna turn the volume off. Let me get this set here. Here we go. Let's take a moment, chat, just to observe the beauty, the natural beauty of Los Angeles, with its just numerous criminals. But let's take a look at the homeless population. Now, I want you to imagine before we go to this beautiful locale that you're working like a warehouse job, busting your ass, like back-breaking labor, just to make enough money to get a shitty studio apartment. And, you wake up in the morning, it's your weekend, it's your time to relax, and you grab a cup of coffee, and you walk out and you look out the window, and this is the shit that greets you. Like, this is what you've struggled to surround yourself with. Just, God, it's dystopian. Fucking garbage and shit, literal shit on the ground. Fucking tarps that are literally tied into the buildings. They're using the actual buildings and security gates that keep them out as a way to actually create structural integrity for their homeless tents. Just look at this shit. Right in the middle of the city. And nothing's going to be done. Nothing's going to be done. It's going to be there forever. You're going to get to watch a bunch of junkies passed out, people shitting, pissing in the gutter, fucking and fighting left and right. There's a cop, look on that, right across the, LAPD sitting right across the street. Not a fucking thing being done. Just street after street after street. Hey, there we go. Somebody had a little bit of fentanyl. It's got that fentanyl droop going. Oh, digging through the garbage for breakfast. Delicious. Or maybe they're looking for some hormones. They're going to brew up some Troonshine in an abandoned bathtub somewhere in the city. Keffels is going to help them do that. Gave them the instruction manual. Not how to get out of homelessness or poverty, but how to brew up some good old-fashioned tasty Troonshine so you can have real girl tits on your homeless adventure through your 30s. God. Is anybody in chat live in LA? Can you give me a rating on how close to accurate this is? Is this the hell that you endure every day? The people saying it's jankum, it could be. And there's plenty of shit and piss around to make some good old-fashioned jankum, so maybe that's what they're jarring up. A little HRT breakfast? Uh, 100%. Okay. There's a little bit of a delay in chat, so I'm just waiting for people to answer the question. Now I see you, chat. Yes, very accurate. Is that what I'm hearing? Very accurate, Jim. Very, very accurate, Jim. Let's see. Let's the different sections here. Let's see what we got. Oh, is this going to be a disaster? God, what the fuck? Oh, is this after the fires? That might be the fires. Okay. Let me guess. After the fires, the homeless moved in? Are they living on the ashes now, on the ruins of this? $375 billion in damage? Lovely. Because, of course, there's no water available to fight it, which there was, but Newsom decided to just play pretend like there wasn't for funsies. Holy shit. I guess I'm trying to wrap my head around, what is a taxpayer in Los Angeles paying for? Like, what do you get? If you live in LA, what are you honestly getting out of it? Like, when you pay your money to these fucking people and your daily transactions during your taxes during the year, like, what do you get out of it? It's not clean streets, junkies and homeless everywhere. It's not security because apparently criminality is just a day in, day out, part and parcel way of life there. I mean, shit, didn't they wait? Maybe it was San Francisco, but I'm sure it's similar in LA, where they changed the difference between low theft and like petite and petty theft. So basically, it was $500 and under. Nobody would even bother calling the police. So great if you're a small business owner, you get robbed blind and nothing will ever happen. You just get fucked. That's it. You get fucked. So you got homeless junkies everywhere, thieves everywhere, crime everywhere, illegal immigrants on every fucking job site. I guess I don't understand, like, what's the benefit? What is the upside compared to that? Because all I'm seeing today in the last couple of days are a bunch of leftist commies saying how great this is, the politicians saying how great this is, the mainstream media supporting it, and fucking celebrities, of course, supporting it, as illegal immigrants just fuck shit up, waving foreign flags. Like, it's just, it feels so soul-sucking and crushing. I don't know why. I couldn't picture. It's not to say you can't live in a big city or big cities aren't good. I'm sure there's spectacular ones. But just as far as LA goes, what's the draw? What keeps you coming back? Oh my God. All right. Sorry here, folks. Oh, we've got another more. Okay. Oh, they're stealing more shoes. You gotta be shitting me, man. I guess on the libraries will be safe. Oh, let's see. Maybe this will. Maybe I'll post. I'm trying to find good. Oh, here's another great picture. Why not? You know what? That's just. Let me pull this one up. I'm gonna switch out this. Another a beautiful photo of downtown Los Angeles. Boy, grab the kids, grab the family, get everybody in the car, drive down there, and take in the scenic sights of our wonderful city. That's perfect. That's it. That's it. That's the picture. That's the picture that basically sums up what it's like to live in a democratic city. that that sums it up when we're talking about these commie fuckers that are just detached and delusional. This is the end goal. This is the perfect encapsulation, summation, example. Perfect. It's the bullet point. It's the chef's kiss. Just a shirtless illegal immigrant waving a Mexican flag amid literal rubble and burning cars. Perfection. Welcome to Los Angeles. Who would vote for this? What's your possible motivation to vote for this? Would you accept any other group doing it? I mean, you say you're fine with this. What if Timmy from next door did this? What if little Timmy from next door did this? Burned your car in the street waving a flag? Shirtless talking shit to you? Would you applaud him and say, what a great little strawberry, little Timmy? No, of course not. Of course not. Of course you wouldn't. Oh, there's some doozy of pictures here. I'm sorry. I've got to pick and choose. There's some that I can't put up because they are funny, but the content's a little spicy. We don't want to push it too far here on YouTube. Okay, we're gonna take one more small break. One more small break because it's going by a little bit quickly. We've already been going 2 hours. Looking at that homeless footage, by the way. God, fix your shit, LA. I mean, it's not like you don't know where the problem is. They're fucking home. They've stapled their tents to the side of buildings. You can find them. They're not gonna Speedy Gonzales their ass out of there very quickly. Their entire life is in that tarp. You can find them. You could just sweep them up. Have an extra garbage day. Huck all their shit in the fucking incinerator. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what would be an uplifting song. An uplifting song for this. I mean, it's not really Rama Rama. I mean, I don't think illegal illegal immigrants from Mexico, I don't think are known for huffing gasoline. Maybe they are. I mean, if they were Aboriginals or something, if we're talking about Australia, that'd be the perfect song for a break. But I don't think it really applies to this. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to throw the merch commercial up one more time. We're going to do one small break, come back, and cover a little bit more of this, and then call it a stream. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to address it because it's weird to me. It's like a repeat of the past. Again, this is just an echo of all the shit that happened in Minnesota, almost beat for beat, how it kept growing and growing and growing. And now we're going to kind of get to see the difference as the federal government comes in, as the president says, fuck that, not this time, to kind of see what happens. Like, what happens when the Marines have boots on the ground? What happens when the National Guard is rolling tanks into Home Depot? So, we'll see. Let me put the little break up here. Where are we? Where's my little, there we go. Where's my pudding? There he is. It's my little guy. All right, again, Metokur.myshopify.com to get your favorite ICE, Americana, jingoistic, propaganda, nationalistic shirts, hats, sweaters, mugs, posters, maybe? I don't know. Maybe they're up there. Charcuterie boards? Are you fond of cheese and meats? Maybe try Metokur.myshopify.com or watch this heckin' neato commercial, as Gavin would say. We're getting dangerous over here.
By buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Where are you gonna do that, you ask? Well, you don't really ask, but I'm gonna show you anyway. Fuck you. I'm gonna show you anyway. Oh, look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Wearing around town looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Wear it around town. It looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. When I'm sad, pay me. It's the only cure, really. When you're very sad, you need to pay me money. You gotta buy my fucking hats. All right, that's the only way you're gonna teach these communists their fucking place. These lemon-loving motherfuckers. It's by buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Buy a hat for your hat. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Wear it around town. It looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. I love America too much. Love the red, white, blue. Love my apple pie and baseball. Sometimes I just look at the Statue of Liberty. It's so goddamn beautiful. Oh, that is good stuff. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. To sell you beautiful fucking hats. We all love Jim's hats. Let me move a little bit. Oh, over. Shopify. Metokur.myshopify.com. Buy the finest hats available. You gotta do this. You're gonna do that over at my store. Buy my hats. Teach the communists a lesson. Fuck the lemons. Buy a hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. You gotta do this.